Video Producers Club, and I'm here interviewing Anna Derby from the Sunshine Club. And Anna has been doing such a marvelous job. Anna, tell us how you started the Sunshine Club.
I started a club after I served 5 years for Korean American Club. I realized there's some place for the people. We need to get together, either talk or share something. If somebody knows, they need to share with someone who doesn't know. So that's how I said, okay, let's have some gathering. That's how I started.
So you wanted to help the Korean people that were here in Leisure World.
Pretty much, because after the experience, I found out what they didn't know, what they were lacking of the rules and regulation in this community. Because from the living in your own home to come in and co-op wasn't easy for most Korean American people.
Right. So then you started the Sunshine Club, and what was it like at the first?
At the first, I thought, okay, why don't I do one stone and kill the two birds? So let's learn English speaking, because that's what most our first generation immigration are lacking of. So okay, let's have English as a second language class, sort of. I don't have any certificate for teaching, but that was in my mind. Okay, what would be our textbook? Newspaper. We get it every week, so we get a newspaper, and let's find out what's happening in our community.
So you were going to help the Koreans learn how to speak English by reading the Leisure World newspaper.
Yes.
And how did that go?
My thought and my goal was, if I spend 2 hours speaking and talking and listening and sharing, expressing, that would help them. So that's how I started, and started about a dozen people in Korean Americans.
Right, there were a lot of them, but only a few came to your class.
Yes, consider we would have at that time about 700, 800 people. I got only a dozen, but I was happy because I didn't expect anything overnight. So, okay, I'll go on whatever I had, and that was our mindset.
Then what happened?
So we took a newspaper and we started reading an interesting article, something beneficial, educational, or some entertainment. I would like them to get involved. And so we did that for a few weeks, and I realized the Korean people, they did not seem to enjoy that reading and sharing, because they didn't want to show that they're kind of not good at it.
Right, so they were reluctant to
continue to come. So I kept putting in a newspaper, here's the Sunshine Club, here's a newspaper, here's a textbook, please come, we speak in English, here comes 1, 2, 3 other people. English-speaking people came in, they were really interested in our club.
What did the English people want to get out of your club?
Because they loved it, they come in to our club and spending 2 hours, they seem like they learn a lot about this community.
Yes, from reading the newspaper.
Yes, they say, oh, I didn't know, oh, I didn't know. Then there comes the questions, and I say, okay, how are we gonna find the answer? And then they say, why don't we invite a so-so to get an answer?
Yes,
That's how it started.
So then, who were some of the first people you invited?
I can't remember exactly, but I would say GRF board member, or mutual director, or our Leisure World community, for example, like a physical property supervisor, or a recreation department supervisor.
Right.
So that's where a lot of people have don't know about their rules and regulations.
Right, so then you had not just Asians, but you had
English speaking,
English speaking,
Caucasian.
right, and everybody was learning about Leisure World.
Yeah, they said, my gosh, I learned so much from your Sunshine Club. I've been here 8 years, I've been here 2 years, I just came in 6 months ago. I mean, they were just so amazed. They said how much they can learn. So we got encouraged that. And here comes, I was looking for the speakers.
Right, and then once the membership started to grow, did you start charging fees?
No, well, from the beginning, I said, we're not charging anything. We are going through without charging it, no annual membership, no attending fees, nothing. So if a speaker, for example, about 3 years or 4 years went by, and one of our famous speaker, I tried to invite, and he asked he would charge. So I said no. We don't have money, and we don't pay anybody to speakers.
So if I came over to the Sunshine Club, what I expect to see there?
Sure, sure. You will see our members very kind and very sincerely. Somebody knows about something, they're willing to help others.
Right,
That's,
right.
Yeah, to me that's the beauty of the our club because they said they've been there before. They've been in the other side, didn't know anything, had a hard time, how to handle the situation. So now they know, and somebody come along and they say, I have this problem, and we encourage them to share if there's any issue. Then they can answer, in between.
Right. And what kind of issues are they looking at?
They said
Financial, housing?
They said they have some problem with the neighbors.
Okay.
Then sometimes they don't know the rules and regulation, when to get a permit to fix your home, when to call the maintenance, when to call your mutual director. And they really had no idea how to handle the problems they have in their house.
So now the speakers come and answer all those questions. What are some of the more interesting speakers that you've had?
I see the most interesting topic we have is a health issue.
Is what?
Healthy. How to maintain our health, our well-being.
Our well-being.
Yeah. And then after that, some security, some safety, and some finances.
Right. I hear that you've had a speaker that knows all about computers.
Yes, we are having a computer expert. We did have a computer expert last year. It was so popular, we had it, matter of fact, twice in a year. Usually we give them once in a year opportunity, but it was just so popular and they came in twice.
Right. And then since we have our own medical center here, who are some of the speakers that come over from the medical center?
We had before Teddy.
I remember.
Yes, the director. Okay.
Right.
Before Teddy retired, she came in a couple of times, talk about how to prevent the Alzheimer, dementia, how to get more involved with the others and friends, so you can prevent the whatever happening. Then the doctors, especially cardiology,
the doctors in hearing,
hearing
and eyes.
Yeah. So we had pretty much. I know they are really interested. They want to keep their well-being so they can enjoy this retirement. After retirement, beautiful this senior living. I can tell that's the most important of their agenda.
Right, and then in addition, you started going outside of Leisure World to bring in speakers. What kind of speakers come in from outside?
I found out after I cover pretty much, inside, and I said, why don't I want to look for the outside? There's more various topics. So then sometimes I look for then not only that, our members, they recommend so. For example, the decluttering. We all have a tendency to save. House gets too much. So she comes in how to organize your home. Decluttering.
Decluttering.
Right, decluttering.
Yes. Right.
Then some like a Chinese method, acupuncture. So why not try?
Alternate health?
Yes, yes. So anything would benefit or help our seniors' well-being, I'm just welcome. Yeah.
So the meeting, you come to the meeting and you have coffee?
Yeah, we do prepare the refreshment. thank you for our member Michael O.
Uh-huh.
And he doesn't mind to go in kitchen and just set up and prepare the refreshment before 10 o'clock. So people come in nowadays, I see people come in at 9:30
Mhm.
or little after 9:30 and come in, they love to interact with the others.
Chat.
And
Uh-huh.
enjoying their refreshment before the meeting.
Right, so then you start the meeting with your speaker,
Yes.
and then what?
We give the speakers the first 1 hour between 10 to 12, 10 to 11, and they give a presentation including question and answer.
Mhm.
And sometimes there's just so many questions, and we would have to go like 11:15 and sometimes 11:30.
Mhm.
And so I kind of look at it, depends on how people into that, and I will not just cut it by 11 because it all depends on how their atmosphere that with the speaker. So then after that, we take a short break, couple minutes break, and our members sit down and we share, and we take a newspaper and go through our newspaper.
So you read the newspapers,
Yeah.
so everybody knows what's going on in
Especially
Richardville.
something you want to get involved, some entertainment, some special activity, community activity. I always encourage them to go and see and meet the new people.
Right. And then besides, where do you usually meet?
We meet at Clubhouse 3, room 2, and all the Friday, except the first Friday, we could not get the room because the room was taken by someone way before we started our club.
Okay, so that one time you moved into another smaller room.
Yeah.
But, and how many people usually show up?
When we have speakers, it was like a 45 to 65. Now I see it is like a 55 to 85.
Wow.
It's growing and surprisingly so nicely it's growing.
Right. So besides having the meetings here in Clubhouse 3, what other kinds of activities do you do?
From the beginning, because I had that experience with the Korean American Club, I said not only the meeting, let's have a activity. So we have a picnic in summer, July, at the picnic area,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes we decide to have a potluck.
Well, let's go back to the picnic. How many people usually show up at your picnic?
We would have about 45 to 65.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you have entertainment there?
We have entertainment. Hula dancer has been really generous. They come in and they share their talents, and we enjoy that.
So we've got the picnic, and what else?
Then we have a holiday party.
A holiday party.
Yeah.
What
That's
month?
the third Friday of December. So
Mhm.
that is end of the year. Then we have a holiday party, same day. So
And where is that?
Same room, Clubhouse 3, room 2.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a holiday party. We've been doing a couple years in potluck, but after that, they said, okay, can we do something with the not cooking? So we've been kind of catering in very modest price, not the expensive one.
Right, right. So, and then what else do you do?
Then we've been taking, last year we started, let's take a bus trip, because people said, can we go here, can you go here? So I said, okay, if we do, we're gonna have a big bus.
Mhm.
And sure enough, I had no problem to fill in 50 people.
50 people.
50 people,
Right.
big bus.
And where did you go?
Last year we took it was like a March 29, and every year the Lancaster, the Antelope Valley has a nice puppy,
At Lancaster, the poppy,
Yeah,
the
it's a-
poppies bloom?
famous, but
Right.
I've gone a couple times, and if you're not lucky, there's a windy, flowers not bloomed. But last year it couldn't be better. It was just perfect weather,
Right.
and it was a bloom, and people were just amazed. Yeah, so
Yes,
I feel
yes.
so lucky. And matter of fact,
Yes,
you
we-
probably have a picture.
Yes, we're showing a picture of all the poppies being, opening
Yeah.
up for us.
Yeah. Then we took a second trip. I didn't know. I never been in LA Farmers Market. I guess that's the most popular tourist spot in 3rd and Fairfax.
The LA Farmers Market.
LA Farmers Market, original Farmers Market.
Uh-huh.
So we decided to, okay, So sure enough, I put an ad. Then I got some from Sunshine Club, and the 56 passengers bus was filled up. And so we took a nice farmers market trip.
Right, right.
Yeah.
So what have you got planned coming up?
I want to mention we did it without any membership, any fees charged for the couple years. But 2013, and we decided, why don't we have a rummage sale to raise some funds, so we don't have to worry about providing our refreshment. So we started in 2013 rummage sale. It's been going on every year in September.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, you don't charge any membership fees, but do people donate money to you?
People ask me, how much is the fees? I said, no, we don't charge. Oh, then, but I want to donate. So I decided, okay, if you want to donate, there's a treasurer, and they accept the donation.
So you're a regular club with a president, vice president, treasurer, and secretary?
Yes, yes. We have one president, myself, two vice president, two secretary, and one treasurer.
Wow.
Yeah.
You got everything covered.
Everything covered.
Right.
And we have a nice kitchen duty.
Right. Oh, everybody pitches in and helps.
Everybody, yes.
And are there any other special plans coming up?
This year we just took the bus trip to farmers market, but besides just one destination, I said, why don't we just combine it, two destinations? So I got some help with our bus company, same bus company I did to the last year, and they've been great help. So I combined the Los Angeles County Museum of Art and the LA Farmers Market. We combined in one day.
Wow, that's a big day.
Yeah, but it was a very short distance.
Right, right.
Yeah. So people got lucky. They got to go two places, and besides, passengers are 56, but I said, okay, 50 is enough.
Right.
We want to have some extra room, so in case somebody want to move on out.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
So it went well, and everybody enjoyed it.
Right. And do you have any special speakers coming up soon, or?
I don't know if people they realize now I don't chase the speakers. I used to chase speakers. Please come and talk to us and give you a presentation. And now somehow the word got spread. So so many even outside people they contact me and hey, I'd like to come. What would it take for me to come in? And so I found out their topics and their bio and background. Then I want to mix the different topics, make it interesting. So we are booked until next year, March.
Wow, wow.
So we have a very interesting speakers from the inside the leisure world, from the outside the leisure world, nicely mixed.
Right.
And so
Really,
we are lined up.
I forgot to ask you at the beginning, how long ago did you start this?
We started in 7 years ago.
7 years.
2012, January 12.
Right. And it's going strong and moving upward.
Going, more than beyond my imagination. I never dreamed that it would be like that.
Right. Well, thank you, Anna. That was really great.
Thank you.